everybody, welcome to the Waldock Way. I'm Jessica, and today's video is going to be our November car schooling video. Now you're seeing this a little later in November than usual, and that is because we are leaving. When you're watching this, it will be tomorrow for a road trip, a 10+ hour road trip. So instead of showing you our normal monthly car school organizer, I thought I would show you what we're going to be taking specifically on a road trip, which is going to be a little bit more than we would usually do because, well, we're going to be in the car for a very long length of time. So this is what we will be taking on our road trip with us. I will also obviously have a large stack of books on the floorboard for her, for me, and for us as a family. And I have quite a few audiobooks as well. You feel free to comment down below or message me if you would like to know which titles we are taking with us. But let me go ahead and get to showing you what will be in her organizer that will sit next to her in the car for a 10+ hour 5-state road trip. So the first thing we have is just her erasable color pencils and some pencils in her Sterilite pencil box. The second thing that we have is something I'm going to affectionately call the calm down box. Driving in the mountains can sometimes make her and I anxious. So instead of her resulting to picking her fingernails, which is what she normally does, I made her a little box that has some thinking putty and fidget spinners and wiki sticks and then some cards in the back to kind of remind her that she can breathe or stretch or just different things to help her calm down. I also have her mobile stem bin. This is something that she loves. This is one of her favorite things to do in the vehicle. She asked for Legos. So these are just the Target Legos. That way she doesn't get upset if she loses any of them. They're from the dollar spot. And then these are the stem bin cards from Teach Outside the Box that are mostly Thanksgiving or nature themed. We also have a Play-Doh kit. So this is from Playful Days of Dough, and it's not the box that it normally comes in. She uses the boxes from IKEA, which are amazing, and I normally love them so much. But I found a Tupperware that had a lid that was completely removable. So this is what we're going to be using so that this will become a tray for her to actually do the Play-Doh kit on itself. But it becomes with Play-Doh and all these little animals, and you see some trees and pine cones and sticks and mushrooms, and this was just the cutest kit ever. It's normally a full kit, but I asked her, could she pretty please make it a mini kit for Emily so that we could put it in the car with us, and this is perfect. Emily hasn't seen it yet, so she's going to be super excited to see it. It also came with one large animal, which was a deer. That's the animal Emily is the most excited to see on our trip. This happens to be Bucky. Emily has already said that if she sees a deer, she's going to name it Bucky. So she will be excited to see that Bucky is going to be going with us on the trip. I also grabbed 2 Brainbuster card games. These are trivia decks. We love trivia in our family. Emily likes to read them to us from the back seat to try to stump us, or sometimes she'll have me read them to her and her dad to see who has more knowledge. I packed nature since that's what we're probably going to be seeing the most of, and then I packed geography since we are going to be traveling through 5 different states. I thought the 2 of those would be fun for us to do. I also have the Wipe Clean cards in here from Usborne. These are a compilation of probably all of their Wipe Clean boxes. So I have the travel and the things for kids to do and all 3 of the Never Bored. So this is what I did is I went through all of them and I picked out either the things that had to do with traveling or, you know, vehicles on the road. And then I also went through and picked out some of the mazes and some of the one-player games in the Never Bored. So it's just kind of a mix of, you know, things that are like forest or winter, since that's where we're going to be going and hoping to see snow, and one-player games in the back, and then things that had to do with being in a vehicle. So like this is travel. I also always pack the Wipe Clean pen, and that is actually a makeup remover from the Dollar Tree. I never show you guys. Let me show you. It works really well. There's 3 in a pack normally, and it just wipes right off. That way I don't have to worry about messes. And it's something small and convenient, and it all fits in this box. I also picked up this Guide to the Sky at the Dollar Tree. It's like a spin thing, so that looking out the car window, she could see what the clouds look like. And as you look at the clouds, you can also see your chance of precipitation, your altitude, and your chance of rain. So like she could see here, you know, what it is. I just thought it would be kind of a fun thing, especially the altitude, because that's not normally something that we deal a whole lot with in Florida since we're pretty flat here. So I thought it would be a fun thing to try. We also have the Usborne General Knowledge Word Searches. This is kind of small, but it's perfect for traveling, and it's colorful and fun, and she loves word searches, so this will be a lot of fun for her. The Usborne Travel Activity Pad, we've actually ripped a few pages out of this on previous trips, but I enjoy it because it is doodling and mazes, and there's some math snuck in, but it's all kinds of things you can do. Some take 2 people. It's got like little quizzes and origami, and like I said, though, what's really great is that these pages rip out. So like this one that you would fold and make something out of, you rip this page out, and then it's got the instructions on, one side, and it just makes it a lot of fun to do in the car. And if you had more than one child, this would work well too, because you could rip the pages out and give, certain pages to different kids. I also decided to pack her Usborne Nature Journal. This is probably one of her favorites because it's so pretty, and it has so many different things in the journal itself. That way, if she chose to journal something that she saw, she would have it, and she would be able to do that. And she loves the sticker faces and sticker dolly books. I grabbed this one because I knew she would enjoy the sticker faces, but also because it's reusable. And that's something that is really important when you're on a road trip, because if she uses it all up, she can just change it. So you have all these different faces and then all the stickers in the back, and the stickers are reusable, so she can do it again and again. And she loves to draw in the car, so I included her artist book, and then so that she wouldn't run out of things to draw, this is the Usborne Activity Lots of Things to Draw book, and it does not lie. It has plenty of things to practice different kinds of drawing with, so that way she will have more than enough things to do if she decides that she wants to draw the entire time. I'm also including 3 of the Usborne interactive books for our drive. She loves the lifting the flaps and the looking inside, and I love that she's learning. So we have Usborne Peek Inside the Forest, the Usborne Look Inside Nature, and then the Usborne Lift the Flap Questions and Answers About Nature. And like I said, there's just these really, really cool flaps. She can lift, she can read, it's interactive, and hopefully things like this, Why Don't Trees Grow on the Top of the Mountain, will become useful for our trip. The Usborne Little Children's Nature Activity book. She's done a few things in this too as well, so she's seen it. But there are some other activities that may relate more to that area. So I thought I would throw it in there. It has stickers, some quizzes, drawing, mazes, maps, just a lot of really, really fun nature-related activities. Also included the Magic Painting book. This is the original Magic Painting book, so it's just kind of all general. There's all kinds of different things in here. It's not one specific theme. What I like is that this has a page that comes out, so I don't have to rip the pages out. She can just flip to the page she wants to do. You close this so that it gives you a secure place to paint and it doesn't go through on the other pages. And all she needs is water, so she can just open this up and start painting in her lap. And then what we use for water is one of these paintbrushes that has the reservoir built into it. So she doesn't need anything other than this brush and this book, and she can paint in the car. The last thing I have is her clipboard. Normally I have Moffatt Girls No Prep Packs in here every month. I do not have November's in here. Instead, what I did, since we are going on a road trip, is I put the Smart About the 50 States book in here. This is the only book that would actually fit in this clipboard, so that's the reason it's what we're taking. And I figured it's only one page, so it's not overwhelming for her since she would be the one reading it. And then these are the printables from the Crafty Classroom. I have I think it's called the USA pack. So I just included the states that we would be traveling through. So we have Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and then Tennessee. And I won't make her do these, but I just thought it would be fun for her to be able to see, their bird, their flower, maybe color their flag, see where it's located on the map. Then I also have their map that she can color in. And then the last thing I have is the map from Miller Pads and Papers. We got a whole pad of these. I love them. But this way she can label the states as we travel through them. Our goal is that one day she will have this entire map labeled because we will have traveled to all of the states. But for now, we'll just start labeling the ones that we're going to go through on this upcoming trip. So this is what we'll be taking on our trip with us. I hope you enjoyed this video and got tons of ideas for car schooling in your family. And if you have any ideas for things I should add to my car schooling, please let me know in the comments down below. And because you probably will not see another video from me before, I hope you all have a very happy Thanksgiving.